Hello everyone and welcome. I wanted to do a tutorial on how to color water. I will be doing it in The Romantic Country, the second tale by Eiry. In case you missed it, I do have a tutorial on how I did this grass. So first off, let me talk about all the stuff that we'll be using. So I'll be using Inktense, Hooker's Green, 1520, Iris Blue, Bright Blue, Cherry, and Saddle Brown, and then an 8-inch paintbrush that's round, and then a white gel pen. And then I have a magic ingredient, which is water. So I'm going to start with the green. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of green, and I'm kind of doing like a zigzag, and the further away I get from the edge of the water, the skinnier that zigzag will get, if that makes sense. So let me show on my wider space right here. So kind of like that. This just helps create the illusion of a reflection in the water. Excuse me. And yeah, so I'm gonna add a little bit here. Not as much because you see more from this direction than from behind what's going on, but there's still a little bit, right? Okay, and then next I will be using Saddle Brown, and because there's a lot of trees, I'm just gonna add it randomly, just to like show that there's, you know, reflection of trees in the water. Here and there. I did this technique in another page, and I really liked how it turned out. I forgot to grab it, otherwise I would show you, but I can't get it at the moment. So yeah, just adding some brown, and then I'm going to add a little bit of cherry because I plan to make this look like it's flowering. So I'm just gonna add a little bit, and with the red I'm going super light because I want pink blossoms on the trees. Yeah, so also adding this randomly just because it's a bunch of trees, but there's definitely more in the middle. Okay, so now we're actually going to add some blue. So I'll do the, let's see which one, the bright blue first. And this one I will use a little bit more pressure because it's the dark part of my water. And just kind of following the direction of water that she has kind of hatched in a little bit. It's a cute little pond. And you don't have to add all the extra colors if that's too intimidating, but if you do want to do that, you just pull from other colors that you are using on the page and just add a little bit into the water, and it just adds a nice effect of reflection. So we're almost done here. Sorry. I'm not talking very much because I have a cold, and I don't want to start coughing if I talk too much. So yeah, so I'm almost done. Then I'll go in with the light blue, and this one is the iris blue, and this one I'm just gonna go in super soft and just kind of go in around where all of the white places are. And I don't know if you noticed, but right now it doesn't look that great. It kind of looks a little crazy. Like, yeah, it looks really bad. But that's the beauty of Inktense, is it can look really wonky, and then you activate the colors and they mix and they just get so vibrant that it changes. So I tried to keep all of the dark and the other colors going the same direction. I'm not being as careful about that with the lighter blue, just because it's kind of like the one blending them all together. So I'm just lightly adding it using circular motions, or whatever motions I feel like. Oh, I forgot that mouse. So did I color the right thing? I think I might have. Let's see, I cleaned my desk and now I don't know where I put my eraser. I think this is the deer's leg. Okay. There we go. Crisis averted. Alright. Almost done adding in the blue, and then we'll activate with the water. I'm gonna add just some like directional strokes here. She has them just to help add a little bit more. And then, oh, let's see, there's a little patch of water over there. So I'm just gonna add, where's my dark blue and my green? Because it's a smaller patch, it's not gonna pick up on as many colors, I would think. Let's just add a little touch of pink, and then some dark blue, and light blue. Right, okay. I believe that is all of the water. Okay, this is where the magic happens. I'm gonna take my water and my paintbrush. You can use a water brush if that's what you have on hand, but I just find that a paintbrush allows me to have more control. So, and if you want the reflection colors to be more prominent, start with those. If you want to have it more subtle, then start on the blues, and you just kind of mix it. Nothing too complicated. When I mix Inktense, I use kind of circular motions, just going back and forth. I want to keep the water going the same direction, so I'm just going to go back and forth, because if I go up and down, then it changes the visual direction of what the water is doing. Alright. Not being too careful around the leaves, as Prismacolor goes down really well on this paper, so it will be covered up very easily. Let me get this little corner over here. Okay, so while we wait for this to dry, I'll just fill this in, and then I'll show the last finishing touch. Okay, so I'm going to just show what this looks like with the next step, which is the Arteza gel pen, or just any white gel pen of your choice. I just happen to have Arteza. Make sure it's working. Okay. And then she's drawn in some water lines. So I'm going to go over those with a gel pen. And then also make just some of my own. Just because I want to, and I can. So yeah. I will come back after doing all of this and show you what it looks like when it's done. Just to, because I want you to see what it looks like. And I'm sorry, I don't think this is going down super white. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. So I will be back in a moment. Alright, so here we have the finished little pond. I want to show it to you a little bit closer, so let me try to zoom in a little bit. Okay, I'm sorry, that lighting is pretty bad. So yeah, this is what it looks like close up. All those little white lines are the white gel pen. And yeah, I think it adds kind of a more realistic effect to the water and just makes it feel like it has a lot of movement. Like it feels alive, I guess is a good way to say it. Anyways, give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And I will show how I am going to color these trees, and then I need to figure out how I want to do the foliage in the trees. So stay tuned for those videos, and I hope that this video was helpful, and I hope to see you next time. Happy coloring!